On September 16, 2025, I submitted a formal vulnerability disclosure form to the Department of Homeland Security. This is the official channel victims can use to report weaknesses in U.S. critical infrastructure. And that's exactly what the Intellisoft scam exploited. The Intellisoft fraud network, domains like Intellisoft.rest and Intellisoft.one, wasn't just a random scam. It was built on top of U.S.-controlled infrastructure. Amazon Web Services hosting, NameSilo domain registration, and Cloudflare DNS masking. By leveraging these platforms, criminals disguised themselves as a legitimate company, tricked victims into depositing cryptocurrency, and laundered millions. Local investigators told me this was outside jurisdiction. But in reality, the fraud lived inside American corporate ecosystems. The AWS server was traceable, the registrar was US-based, and the DNS provider was headquartered here. When all of these failed to act on abuse reports, the problem escalated beyond consumer protection. It became a vulnerability in national cyber defense. Why DHS? Because pig butchering fraud isn't just theft. It's organized crime and money laundering infrastructure. These domains impersonated real companies, misused executive identities, and rerouted global crypto flows through U.S. systems. When registrars, cloud hosts, and CDNs ignore abuse, they don't just fail one victim. They create repeatable pathways that international fraud rings can weaponize over and over. My DHS submission is now part of the record. It proves that victims are taking initiative where law enforcement hesitated. It also shows that Intellisoft.rest fraud wasn't just about my personal loss. It's evidence that corporate negligence and weak oversight have created a systemic vulnerability, one that threatens consumers, markets, and U.S. financial security. That's why I filed, and that's why this case matters.